Hi everyone, we are apoFox, and we are building the ultimate patient journey for chronic patients by revolutionizing the way they receive their medication, track their symptoms, and get health guidance. We would like to introduce you to Julia. Julia is a mom of two, and overall she has a normal, peaceful life. She has two chronic conditions that require a lot of care and attention. Very often, she fails to adhere to her doctor's treatment plan, despite the fact that she's a very organized person. Somewhere between the weekly sorting of her 3 different medications, the spatial box, the manual reminders, the tracking of her symptoms, and the long waiting time on the phone to get a quick advice from her doctor make Julia mess up her treatment. Make Julia feel lost and alone in the most important aspect of her life, her health. Julia and every patient that has chronic conditions face the exact same problems. A disconnected, impersonal patient journey with high complexity in every step. The weekly manual pill management, the absence of a consolidated symptom history, and the poor connectivity with health experts lead ultimately to medical non-adherence and failure of the treatment plan. This results in 200,000 deaths per year that could be prevented. We, apoFox, are building the one-stop shop platform for polychronic patients. We're ordering presorted medication pill packs, tracking symptoms, and connecting to expert health guidance is just one click away. The solution to the problem of the medical non-adherence is a patient-centric app that is built around the patient's needs, and we are determined to bring it to life. Tackling first the core problem of Julia, we are creating a seamless medication ordering and managing experience. Once Julia has an account with apoFox, all she will have to do is upload her prescriptions to our application. From that moment onwards, we are offering Julia her medication pre-sorted into daily pill packs and delivered at her preferred location on a weekly basis. She will no longer need to keep alarms of her medication or track of her medication plan. apoFox will automatically generate a synchronized medication plan and automatic reminders. With the pre-sorted pill packs and the automatic reminders, Julia can be rest assured that she is in control of her health. apoFox will not only provide the best medication management experience. This will be just the start. With apoFox, Julia will be able to track her symptoms during her treatment. apoFox will create a history of her symptoms, which Julia will be able to share with her doctors for a better and more accurate treatment plan to be created. In the future, Julia will have the opportunity with apoFox to connect with a care navigator and gain instant access to health advice, avoiding long waiting times or searching on Dr. Google for quick answers to her health questions. With apoFox, Julia will experience our joyful and carefree support because everyone deserves to be taken care of. But it's not only Julia. It's 200 million people across Europe who suffer from a chronic condition and face the exact same problems. And 1 in 2 fail to adhere to their doctor treatment plan. This results in 125 billion euros in medical non-adherence cost. And that is the market that we're targeting. Our focus is in Germany, and we're going to be starting off by targeting patients that have 3+ pills per day to manage. The fact that patient-centric solutions, from hardware and software to precision medication, is the fastest growing segment of healthcare, that e-health is becoming the status with the acceleration from COVID, and that EU is pushing for the digitization of healthcare, make our solution more relevant than ever. The healthcare market landscape is under significant change. There is the old guard with companies that have served patients for many years with complex and disconnected solutions. There are the current champions, which introduced efficiency and patient centricity by utilizing some forms of telemedicine and delivery. And then there are the future leaders of healthcare, and apoFox is one of them. We are building the most patient-centric platform for polychronic patients, based on their needs and their pains, to ensure that they are in control of their health and they don't feel lost or alone anymore. To build our company, we're going to be partnering up with the existing infrastructure, the so-called repacker. Repackers are companies that specialize in the production of the daily pill packs of medication in the most automated way. We will have two revenue streams. Our customers is the pharmacy and the patient. The best part is that we are already walking our walk. We already have on board the key players to build our business, and by mid-April we will have shipped the first pill packs to our first customers, something that makes us very excited. Until Q3, we are going to be focusing on testing and getting customer feedback. When this phase is stabilized, we're going to be opening up our product to a broader audience. Our main goal is by the end of the year to be able to serve more patients like Julia all over Germany. And at the beginning of 2023, we're going to be adding key features to our product. What makes us confident that we can bring life to our vision is our team. George is a certified product owner with years of experience in digital and product innovation. But most importantly, he has worked for the most customer-centric companies of the world. Ali has had an immense exposure to international business and financial strategy, and he has been shaped by his hands-on experience in digitizing traditional industries across Europe and the UAE. And I have lived and breathed in the pharmaceutical distribution industry within our own family business. I have seen the inefficiencies from within across Europe, but also I have seen how things could be from my time in Asia. These inefficiencies have a great impact in patients' lives, and I always believed that things can and should be better. As serial entrepreneurs, with a common passion to work under pressure and complexity, make us confident that we can bring life to our vision, that we can bring care back to healthcare and to Julia's life. So if you resonate with our vision and you would like to be part of our journey, we would love to connect. Thank you very much.
So just a moment ago, we introduced Julia, our core customer persona. What we're about to demonstrate here is just how burdensome Julia's health experience is. This is the status quo. What you see here is the medication management technology stack. This is the status quo. I'm going to be walking through each one of these components one by one, so we're all on the same page in terms of what it takes. Starting with our prescriptions. Now, you might be familiar with these little pink pieces of paper. Relatively important information on each one of them. So you have certainly the name of the patient, you have the prescribing doctor, you have the insurance that the patient's on. Most importantly, you have this little tiny bit right here, which is the medication dosing schedule. So how many of the medication I should be taking day by day. Now, when I go to receive these prescriptions from my doctors, my GP or my specialist, they're also going to be sharing some additional very, very important information. Luckily, I have my trusty fourth piece of paper here to track all of those notes. Things such as food interactions. Do I need to take these specific medications with or without certain kinds of food? Side effects. If I experience any of those side effects, what should I do? Any activities that I might need to avoid, something that might make me dizzy, something that might interfere with my sleep. All of these tracked again on our very trusty piece of paper. Now, moving to the most complicated sequence of events here is the actual medication sorting, and luckily I have my full team here to support with this process. We have 3 different medications for our 3 different prescriptions, and we have the cutting-edge pill plastic box technology here, Monday through Sunday for morning, midday, afternoon, and evening. Now, my dear colleagues here will begin the sorting process after I give them the final key additional instruction. Gina, if you may, the white oval medication, please do sort for 2 times per day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. Ali, please, the orange round medication, please sort for every other day, not every day, but every other day and only in the afternoon. And the green oval medication, we need once a day, every day, specifically in the morning. You guys can get started with that. Now, let's say that I have a question, I have a concern, something comes up, I'm not really sure what to do. My options are limited. I either go to Dr. Google, not the most reliable source of information, Option 2 is I pick up my phone and I start making calls. I could call my doctor. Typically, I'll speak to the receptionist for starters. Hopefully, I'll get through the receptionist and get to the doctor's assistant. The doctor's assistant will have to scan my record. They'll have to see what specific medications I'm on. Finally, I'll get that important information that I need. Alternatively, maybe I'll call my pharmacist, whoever is available that day. They'll scan their independent separate systems. They might get me that information that I need. Now, this entire experience, as you're seeing it right now, is a mental and physical burden on the patient. This needs to stop. Luckily, we can stop it with apoFox. Pre-sorted, daily dosed, delivered weekly medication packs. Any question, any concern, immediate access, one click away. You guys can stop.
The problem that George demonstrated is experienced by millions of patients on a daily basis. The complication on the patient side is a direct result of a mismatch of financial incentives and outdated communications tools between healthcare services. To dive deeper into this a little bit, physicians, for example, are reimbursed per patient visit, which means that they optimize for patient turnover. Pharmacists, on the other hand, earn money through medicine sales, which means that they have to optimize for margins and volume. No one in the system is directly incentivized to help the patient lead a better, healthier, happier life. The paper communication on which this healthcare institution is built on makes it almost impossible for the healthcare system to have a consolidated view on the patient's health, resulting in inadequate care to the patient. In reality, if you think about it, each step the patient takes is necessary for them to experience one service, their health. All the steps that a patient takes results in them having proper care. And yet, this is not the experience that the patient realizes today. Instead of having to interact with different services in a fragmented landscape, apoFox means having your health in one place. That you as a patient look at health as a complete package. We integrate the services and manage the complexity so that you as a patient enjoy a seamless and simple experience. That you don't have to manage the complications of a healthcare and are instead enabled to do what really matters to you the most, focus on your health. And this is the patient experience that we seek to establish as a norm.